Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are tying the purple Amherst Spey fly, and we are going to start with some 6/0 red thread, and we're just going to tie this in just about there, and we're going to cut it off. Okay, and we're just going to unwind our thread here just a bit to flatten it out. We're going to be tying in a tag of French tinsel in a small. Okay, we'll tie that in right there, right about where the hook point is, and then wind our thread back and then back to the front. We're going to cut off this little tag here. Okay, we're going to wind our French tinsel up. Okay. Make sure we got nice tight wraps, one in front of each other. And you can always push it and do a double check while you're winding it. Always push it back with your fingernail if you need to. And one more, that's good. And we'll tie that off. Now we're going to give it a little pink fluorescent dubbing for the butt. I'm not going to do too much of this, just enough to give us a nice little ramp up there. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. And for the tail, we are tying in some nice foxtail, some bright green foxtail. And we'll cut up a clump of that. Pull out all the guard hairs. Now you want that at least a hook shank in length. And that, see, with the purple dubbing there, it gives us a little ramp up for the tail to ride high. We're going to secure that down now. Now we're going to tie in a little bit of black ostrich roll. Okay. There. As much as you can, make sure that is winding back. Just like hackle, it does have a concave side. So we want to do this about 3 or 4 wraps. And we'll tie that off now. We're going to wind our thread forward. Right about to where we started our thread. Now we're going to tie in for the ribbing some more of that French silver tinsel. Okay. make it nice and tight right there, and we're going to wind that all the way back with our thread. And why we're doing this is so we try to give it a uniform body and wrap it all the way forward. There we go. And we'll just get that out of the way for now. Now our body will be purple floss, I'm sorry. Now I've tried this pattern with different types of bodies as far as in purple, and I find floss to be the best one. So we're going to tie that in there, and we're going to pull our floss just so the tips are just hanging out, and then secure it down with some wraps. Get the thread out of the way. Oops, that came out not tight enough, so we'll just unwind that. Pulled that out too much. And we'll tie that in again. There we go. Now we're going to wind that back. Okay, we try to keep the floss wrapping right in front of the last wrap. And then we're going to wrap forward again to make sure we got everything covered there. Okay, now we're going to wrap forward, and the same technique is used as far as trying to get that wrap right in front of the last one, and that should cover all your thread and give it a uniform body. Okay. We're going to cut that off now. And we're going to wind now our ribbing. Nice diagonal wraps. And pick your distance pattern from each one right off the bat, and then try to stay as uniform as you can with it. You don't want to make them too tight or I'll hide the floss. And you don't want to make them too wide or it serves no purpose. Okay, we'll tie that down. Another wrap or two. Check it out, looks good. Okay, so now we are going to get some Lady Amherst, and in a purple. And what you want to do is get a medium, you want to call it a medium wing hackle. That looks good. And you basically want to strip off the barbs that just start to have the black tip on it. Okay, so something like that. And we're going to tie that in. Nice and secure wraps, both three, one behind, one in front, and we're good to go there. One more wrap. Now you want to grab hackle pliers and make sure you're just getting the tip here. Now what I'll do is I'll get that in there, and then I'll loosen off just so I can get right about there. Now we're going to start winding that, and it's just like the other hackle. You have to play with it to get it secured properly. And that is not winding yet. Just keep playing with it to start it. There we go. 2 wraps. And 3 wraps. There we go. Now we'll secure that. Nice tight wraps so it doesn't slip off on us. Remove the excess. Just going to pull it back just a smidgen. There we go. A couple nice tight wraps there. And this is, you want to make sure some of these barbs stick to each other, so just grab a nice brush, comb, give a little salon appointment there. That looks good. Okay. Now we're going to grab some guinea, natural guinea. And let's see here. We're going to want these extending back. They're not going to extend back as far as the Lady Amherst, but they'll go about halfway. Okay. Now we're going to tie that in just in front of the Lady Amherst. Couple nice secure wraps. Want to make sure that's nice and tight there. Okay. Again, grab your hackle pliers. We're basically the exact same process there. There we go. And we'll do probably 2 wraps. There we go. Wiggle your thread through. And we'll cut off the excess here now. Now we'll pull back, trapping some of those fibers down. There we go. Okay, now we're going to finish it off. We're just going to come around here. And if you have trouble with the thread slipping, just give it a nice little spin. There we go. Now you want to make sure everything is taken care of as far as the head goes, because it's a small little head, and try to cover what you can. And make sure none of the thread is showing through. Now let's just do a little whip finish, 3 or 4 turn, nothing crazy. Okay. Oops, that one slipped on me. Let's see if that's okay there. Nope, that's not okay. And sometimes that'll happen. The thread will slip, depending on the, I'm not using any tying thread or tying wax right now. So I'm just going to go back up there and give it maybe a 2-turn finish. There we go. And that'll secure it in there. We're using some UV clear finish on top of that. And that looks good. And let's just finish it off with some of this UV clear finish. And with the light, there we go. A little bit more. And that should do it. This purple Amherst Spey is great for steelhead and or Atlantic salmon. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time.